Yo, welcome in. Happy Tuesday, everybody. You know what Tuesday is. That is podcast day. Hope everybody's doing all right. Welcome in. Happy to have you here. I forgot to load up my thing on my phone because I'm, running late like normal. Let me get this turned on. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. Oh, turn that music down a little bit. Hey, everybody. I see Old Man Wiggum's already here. I got my wrong sounds on. Old Man Wiggum's here. How's it going, Wiggs? Everybody else, how you doing today? Happy Tuesday. It's not Monday, it's Tuesday. We got Brian here, too. Brian, what's up, my dude?
Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Then switch this over since we're...
Tiny Brian is back because you have me minimized.
That's right. There you are.
Yeah, there I am.
I think the simple, I think Max Headroom's going crazy over there. The moral of the story is, I need another monitor. Clearly, I need a fourth monitor at least. I got too much shit going on. I need another monitor. That's the moral of the story. How you doing today, B?
So many monitors.
I know.
Well, you can see what I'm wearing, so you know that I was not at my house today. So.
Oh, you don't wear your work garb when you're at home?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like who actually wears like real? Well, probably like Old Man Wiggum because he's a very professional man. But us almost qualified people will wear pajama pants all day when working from home.
That's fair. That is very, very fair.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should just jump into this. What do you got?
That's fine with me. I could even stand up right now and you would see that I'm wearing khakis, but no one really wants to see my lower half, so we can just skip that part of the podcast.
Wiggs wore a polo and gym shorts, so
Okay.
Party on the top,
there you go,
or party on the bottom, business on the top, party on the bottom. Is that what it is?
Yep.
Emily was sent home from the office today because of the weather. It wasn't that other stuff that she was doing that she's not supposed to. It was just because of the weather. Welcome in, Emily. I got to switch my sounds over so we can give her the welcome sound. All right, I think I'm ready to jump in, B. I just need to stop the music, and I got my joke, and I got the sound, and I'm ready to go. Are you ready to go?
All right. I know you're ready to go because you got to play some ranked Apex later, don't you?
That's right.
Hit record.
Missouri can't handle the snow. What? I know it's supposed to be Montana, but isn't MO Missouri? I don't know. Maybe I'm making myself sound like an idiot.
MO is Missouri and MT is Montana.
Thank you. I think you're right. Montana, yeah. Okay. Anyway, this is 74, which is kind of like my favorite number. I don't know if you've noticed this, B, but when I want to give like an outlandish number for something, like, how many strikeouts are the Brewers going to have today? They're going to have fucking 74 strikeouts. 74 is like my number. I don't know why. It's the number. Anyway, hit record. Thanks, Wiggs. I appreciate that. And are we recording? We're recording. Let's do it. Hello and welcome to We Random episode 74. This is a crazy podcast where we talk about crazy random stuff, and Brian's going to tell you a little bit more about that. But first, B, I got a question for you.
Hit me.
What did the
Sound like Will Smith.
No. What did the three-legged dog say when he walked into a saloon? I'm looking for the man who shot my paw. That's right. We'll be right back after this.
Almost Qualified Productions. Your dose of semi-coherent babbling.
Welcome to We Random, episode 74. I'm Landmark. Out there is Sconzi. Say hello to the wonderful people, Sconzi.
Hello, wonderful people, and Old Man Wiggum, too.
If you are still here after that joke, thank you for sticking with us. If this is your
That was
first
a good
time,
joke.
really thank you for sticking with us. Anyway, loyal listeners, loyal viewers, as you may know or will soon find out, this is We Random. We have a Wheel of Doom. That Wheel of Doom is loaded with topics. We're going to spin that wheel, and there's like a 95% chance that we're going to get mad online. So, before we get mad online, Sconzi, couple of housekeeping items. Number one, do you have any wonderful wise words of wisdom for the people other than rule number one, which we'll probably cover like 7 times on this wheel?
74 times.
Yep.
No, I don't have anything great.
All right. Well, and for those of you who don't know, rule number one, as Sconzi always says, is don't be a dick.
That's always rule number one.
That is the anthem of the podcast today. But before we talk about that, I would like to bring to your attention a positive point, Sconzi.
I love it.
All right, we are going to talk about beer. I like beer. You like beer. You probably won't like this beer, but I like the concept of this beer, and I'm actually probably going to try to find some because it's for a good cause. We're going to talk about the Pink Boots Society. So Pink Boots is an organization that exists to assist, inspire, and encourage women and non-binary individuals in the fermented and alcoholic beverage profession through education. Alongside hop supplier Yakima Chief Hops, Pink Boots launched a Women's Day initiative a few years ago to showcase the plethora of talent in the adult beverage industry. Here, 5 Wisconsin breweries registered a Pink Boots collaboration. Base Brewing, Lakefront Brewery and Component Brewing of Milwaukee, and Titletown Brewing of Green Bay, and Tumbled Rock Brewery in Baraboo. All of these places will have beer releases for their Pink Boot Society beer. I think a couple of them are actually already out, and proceeds, at least a portion of them, will be donated to the Wisconsin Pink Boot Society chapter. So I thought this was kind of cool because obviously one of the things that you would assume, is that the brewery industry, you when you think about like brewers and like home brewing and like small batch brewing, you think about like some like middle-aged looking bald white dude who's like really having fun, except for our friend who is definitely not that, who makes really good beer such as Face Beer. But I thought that this was really cool. What are your thoughts, Gandhi?
You realize I was thinking about him as you said that, and he is a middle-aged bald white dude. So, I mean, there's that. Well, let me ask you a question. I tried to read this article, but it had a paywall, and I'm cheap. It says that they're going to be encouraging women and/or non-binary individuals through education. So, what does that look like?
I don't know the full details, right? But it sounds like you can be part of this group and it like helps them to advance their skills and make connections in the trade. Like that's kind of what I took from it. But again, okay. I'm not an expert in this area.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a cool idea, right? Like give people an opportunity in an area where they otherwise might not have an opportunity, right? I think that's a really cool idea. I think getting... we just had a quick conversation before this about women in general and supporting women in areas where maybe they don't generally show up, and support them in the places they do show up. But yeah, I think this is a really cool idea. And you know what? I am such a huge fan of diversity, and really in all walks of life, diversity just makes things better, right? Like right. You get different ideas and different points of view and different experiences, and we have to shake stuff up, and I think that this is a really, really cool idea to not only is it great for these individuals who get a chance to be a part of this process, but it's great for the rest of us too, because now it's just opening up different ideas and thought processes, which is fantastic.
Yeah, like I was reading, I don't know if it was this article or like if I ended up like Google drifting to a different article, but there was one of the women was like explaining that like they made this beer and like they had this like guy come in who was like doing like these beer reviews and like he like totally blew her off because, oh, you're a woman, like I only want to talk to your male brewers, and like
Yeah.
even the like head of the brewery was like, no, she makes this beer, like you need to like stop being a jerk and like talk to our brewer who is a woman.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think it's a good idea. I love it.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
now that we got some positivity out of the way, do we want to spin the wheel and see what we can find?
I mean, I think that it's time for one of our famous drops, which would be we're got to get to the saddest things on the internet
Yeah,
that
well,
we've
you
ever
know what?
seen before.
We're very Milwaukee heavy this week. Did I
We
update?
are.
Did I update this thing? Oh, I guess I did.
That's because we are the We Random Podcast, and the We stands for Wisconsin.
That's right. Well, we're gonna start with the McKee parking scam. So this will.
All right. So
I laughed out loud when I read this. I just want you to know that.
you laughed out loud.
I did.
Uh-oh.
I did.
Okay. Why? So should I ask why before I read the story? Should I read the story?
I'll get to why I laughed in a second.
All right. So, parking isn't always easy to come by on a busy night in downtown Milwaukee. Recently, a few scammers were taking advantage of downtown drivers in search of a parking spot. At a lot near Fiserv Forum, the scammers would stand outside and wave people in during downtown events, charging $20 cash. By the time the event was over, their cars had been towed from the lot. The lot is adjacent to the downtown Milwaukee Area Technical College complex. MATC does not own that lot, but their surveillance camera sure showed two men waving people into this lot, collecting money, and then leaving. So there's also surveillance video of the towing company associated with the lot, Brew City Towing these cars away. When the towing company was contacted, they denied knowing the scammers and said they were just doing their job, as the lot owner asked them to remove these cars. Now, this story, like, I have lots of questions here, right? Like, it makes me, number one, it makes me angry that people are taking advantage of other people like this.
Yep.
Number two, as METC, okay, this might not be your lot, but obviously you have some responsibility for this lot, because this lot literally has an MATC sign on it.
Yeah, I noticed
so
that. Yeah.
You're obviously watching this lot. So when you see two random dudes walk up in green vests, you don't go, hey, there's two random dudes walking up in green vests. And then all of these people said, oh, well, we called the police. So where are the police? Like, what are they doing? Are they out here by us profiling somebody so they can't come down there and bust these two dudes that are taking $20 cash from people?
Yeah.
Like, this made me real mad when I saw this story. So I gotta. Why did you laugh? I gotta know.
Like, it's just, it's kind of an ingenious way of trying to make cash. I'm just trying to picture this environment, right? There's a parking lot, big empty parking lot, and you got a couple random dudes who just show up wearing bright yellow or bright orange shirts with a frickin' light in their hand, and they just start waving people in, being like, hey, $20, $20. This shit is fucking ridiculous. Like, it made me laugh. That said, it's a fucking asshole thing to do, right? This breaks rule number 1 17 different times. I think the interesting thing is why. So the surveillance camera shows the tow truck coming in and getting stuff towed out, right? And then why did you talk to them? But because they kind of seem to imply that my mouse is going crazy on me over here. They seem to imply that these people, the towing company was like in on it or something. Like the people would wave them in, and the tow truck would come and tow them off. Which, if the tow truck gets paid for people getting these out of wherever they tow it, the municipal lot or whatever, then I could see why maybe they could be involved. But
Right.
Why don't you go to MATC and say, hey, are you guys having them towed? Because I didn't see any definitive information that they did that. They kind of hinted at it with the one quote where it's like MATC is aware of this. But why don't you go talk to them and say, yo, did you people report this? Is that the reason they were towed, right? Because I think that's an important part of this, because otherwise you're throwing a business, potentially a legal, functioning, good, positive business under the bus. So I didn't like that side of things, right? Like, let's get to the bottom of it. Don't just half-ass your fucking job, whatever goddamn Fox 6 Now bullshit this is. Do your goddamn job, right? Like, actually find out what happened. And I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I don't know that I can hate MATC. Wiggum said he's mad at the owner of the lot who called to have him towed.
Right, like, that's what I want to know. Who owns this lot? That's the big thing that I want to know. Because if MATC doesn't own the lot, okay, fine. But then who owns this lot, right? Because like that person needs to, or that company anyway, because I'm sure it's not some one random dude or girl, right? But it's like they need to know, like, hey, some shenanigans are going on here, but you're still gonna like make it worse by having these people towed. Like, no, somebody is committing a crime in your lot, and you're just like, it's fine. Like, we'll just tow the people. Like, what?
Yeah. It seemed like this is a half-assed reporting job. We don't exactly know what's going on, but the long and short of it is, there's just, and there's another couple stories on here where it's the same thing, where it's people who are doing bullshit to try to get by. And I get it. It's rough out there for a lot of people. But all you're doing is you're hurting other people who are also struggling.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
Just because somebody can afford to go to a Bucks game, or maybe they, saved up 6 months to go to a Bucks game, doesn't mean that you should be taking advantage of them and taking their $20. And on top of that, if their car gets towed, just imagine the fucking headache and hoops that they have to jump through, right? Because now what are they, Ubering home? Calling somebody at 11 o'clock at night to come pick them up. They got to jump the bus, whatever it may be. Like, you're really fucking with people's lives because you want to get a couple extra bucks. It's just garbage.
Right. It is. And well, and like you said, like the story, like obviously it's just them trying to do like investigative journalism. And like they apparently, like they caught one of the dudes in the act and he like ran away.
That was
like,
funny.
Before,
They had like the one picture from like 500 yards away of the guy in the yellow shirt, and they're like, we tried to talk to him and he ran away. Of course he ran away.
Because he knows what he's doing is wrong.
Right. Yeah. It's bullshit.
Yeah. But I kind of also wanted to put this on here just to give folks a heads up. Like, hey, if you're parking, like, at this point, honestly, your best bet might be to either A, like pay for parking in advance, or B, like do it on your phone, right? Where you have a confirmation, like I have a spot for this lot, like right here is my receipt. Like that's the problem with cash, is unless you get a receipt, there is no trail.
Yeah, and it's hard, and it's not just a Milwaukee thing, right? In any big city, parking is at a premium when you're in a lot of these downtown kind of areas, and it's rough. Like you're taking a lot of it on faith, and bunch of people got their face shit on. I'm spinning the wheel, B. We've given these yellow shirts enough time. Instead of yellow, let's talk about red. The new Red Scare.
All right. Well, we are going to move from one scammer to another. Upon learning that 3 Republican senators would support the Supreme Court nomination of Ketanji Brown Jackson, not friend of the show, Marjorie Taylor Greene decided to offer the most derogatory and simplistic disparagement she could muster, calling the senators pro-pedophile. Greene's argument is rooted in accusations that have been leveled against Jackson during the nomination hearings that alleged she had been soft on sentencing those charged with crimes related to child pornography. While fact checkers and others pointed out that these allegations were not true, many on the right have begun running with that soft on child porn mantra as a central part of Jackson's philosophy. This is a prime example of the new Red Scare, which is riling people up about the safety of children. So this came from an article in the Washington Post. So I don't want you to be like, Landmark, why are you saying this? Why'd you make this up? I'm coming to cancel you. I'm going to tell your boss. I'm going to put you. No, this is a Washington Post article. Now, I might say some stuff that you might want to cancel me later, but for now, we're talking about the Washington Post. So, the Washington Post says that terms such as pedophile or groomer, a term used to describe people who try to prepare children for abuse, have replaced socialist as a preferred way to describe those with opposing views. These words stoke long-lasting fears about the safety of children. So, you know, when I read this, everything that we've been talking about has made sense, from the stuff in the hearing, from Florida's new legislation, to all of the like things like all of a sudden, you know, LGBT people in bathrooms is a thing again for the 49th time. Like, if this is their new campaign, it all makes sense to me now.
Yeah, that's all this is. This is just, and that's what all the bullshit was during the, you know, the Supreme Court, whatever the hell it is, you know, the conversations and whatever that they were having. That's all it was, is the right was just trying to set the stage for these buzzwords that they can use to try to get elected, right? I'm just going to share one example. Matt Gaetz is currently being investigated by a grand jury for paying for sex for an underage girl. One more time for the cheap seats. One of the Republicans is being investigated by a grand jury for paying for sex of an underage girl.
But Sconzi, but isn't that what they call a consensual relationship between one man and one woman?
That's what the fucking Republicans would say. But here's my point, right? All of these people have skeletons, right? Like, everybody has some sort of skeleton issue going on. The Democrats sure as shit aren't perfect by any stretch of the imagination. But what drives me nuts about this is just making this shit up. Like, finding one tiny little thing that might tie to it. Like, oh my God, your name has a P in it, so clearly you're a pedophile. It like makes absolutely no sense, but they just throw this shit against the wall. And the problem is these brain dead fucking people in this country of both sides buy into this bullshit because they don't have the ability, the intellect, the desire to actually do any kind of research and understand what the hell's being said. They just take whatever they're being force fed into their grubby fucking mouths, and they just go do what they're being told. They're like cows in pasture. And that's all this is. It's just more of the same bullshit. And the fact that this is allowed, the fact that people let this shit go on and they don't say anything and do anything and stop it, blows my goddamn mind.
Right. And then people just make the excuses. Oh, well, that bill doesn't say that. Oh, well, that bill doesn't mean that. Oh, well, you know, it's just like people tie themselves in knots to defend this.
These are the same assholes that have been defending the Bible for 2,000 years, for fuck's sake. Like, they're experts at this by this point. Like, if these guys could do the physical gymnastics that they do with these mental gymnastics, the Americans would run away with the gold every goddamn Olympics. That's all I got, B.
Nice.
Are we spinning the wheel?
Yeah, I mean, like, I wish there was more to say about that topic, but like I said, it makes sense now.
It's just dumb. All right.
Sad part is it's working.
All right, it is working. We're going to talk about Milwaukee again and people who want to steal cars.
So I put this on here just so that we could have a conversation. So according to Milwaukee police data, because apparently the Milwaukee police are doing something not at the MATC lot, here are the car theft numbers in Milwaukee since 2020. In 2020, 4,508 cars were stolen. In 2021, how many cars do you think were stolen, Sconzi?
Well, don't ask me because I already know the number, but I'm going to say 7% more.
Okay. Chat, give us, I'll give you like 10 seconds. Give me a number. While I do that, Sconzi and I will riff about, you know, something. I don't know what we're going to riff about.
While chat's giving us their number, what was the number from, what was it, 2019 or 2020?
2020 was 4,508 cars that were stolen, which is still a lot of cars. That's like, I don't even know how many that is a day, and I don't want to do the math because that is kind of incredulous.
Well, we got two numbers. Emily says 16. And
16 cars?
And Mukau Rich says 69,420.
Nice.
Seems legit. All right. Well, in 2021, there were 10,479 cars stolen, which is a 132% increase from 2020. Now, in 2022, currently, as of pulling this data, there were 2,308 cars stolen, which was on track with the same number reported this time last year. So I don't like I don't understand what's going on with the whole car thefts thing. I really don't. Like it's just
Yeah, it's fucking
what do you got
asinine.
for me, Scott?
Again, rule number 1, right? Don't be a goddamn dick. Just stop doing shit. I haven't shared the details of some stuff that happened a couple weeks ago, and I guess I will now because it's kind of it's very, very similar. So I've got an area in the backyard of my house. There's a parking area back there, and my brother was over a couple weeks ago. We were hanging out in the garage. So I'm smoking a cigar, and he's just hanging out, and we're chatting, and we hear this weird sound. We don't know what it is. We walk outside, and there's 2 fucking assholes under his car in my goddamn backyard, trying to cut off his catalytic converter. And then of course we ran him off and whatever, but it's just, and this is 4:00 in the afternoon, broad daylight. Like they just don't give a shit. And then part of the problem is none of these, first of all, a lot of these are kids that are stealing these cars. They're joyriding it or they're stripping it. And they're just nothing happens to them. Like slap on the wrist, you're out after a week, or maybe you spend 6 months in juvie or something. Like, don't get me started on what should happen to these people, because I have some very stupid, strong opinions, which will probably get me off jury duty next week. But the point is like we're just not doing anything, right? We need to really make sure that there's punishment for this bullshit, and that it's just not happening.
Yeah. Like it's just like every day, not every day, because I try to limit my social media because social media is a toxic, awful, no good place. But like every time I open up like Reddit and I go to the Milwaukee subreddit, it's like car broken into, windows smashed, cars broken into, windows. I'm like, what? Like, really, people? Like, you have nothing better to do than to just like smash somebody's window for the sake of smashing somebody's window? Like,
there might be 74 cents in the change drawer, B. But there's just absolutely no empathy with these people. I'm gonna use the term "these people," right? There's no empathy whatsoever. They don't think about anybody else. They don't give a shit about anybody else. It's all about me and what I need and what I want in that moment. That's all that matters. And they just do whatever the fuck they want. And again, my biggest issue is you are impacting other people. Like my brother had to fix his car. Thankfully, we got out there before they took the damn catalytic converter. So, it didn't cost him, $1,000 or whatever to fix it. But he's still out $100 or something that he had to spend, and the time that he had to spend to get his car fixed. This is impacting somebody who can't afford to deal with this bullshit. Now, because I've let my neighbors know, my neighbors are taking care of, setting up cameras and making sure they're rearranging where they're parking cars and, building fences and whatever else they're doing, and I don't even live in a bad neighborhood, but they just so happened to come by that day and decide to do some stupid shit. And the fact that you're impacting other people's abilities to just live their fucking life irritates me to no end. So much so that I am really, really, really glad that I was not faster in coming outside of my garage, because I have a sneaking suspicion that we wouldn't be having this podcast right now, and there'd be jury duty happening for me and not me doing the jury duty, if you get my drift, because I just have no tolerance for this.
Yeah, it was like it was just sickening to see that and hear about that. So, and it's just so frustrating. Like, again, you're talking about kids. Like, when we were kids, now, again, I was the goody two shoes, so I didn't do these things. But I know people who, like, their childhood was, okay, we're going to go pick up this console TV on the side of the road and then, like, push it out of the back of our car on the side street.
Yeah.
Or, like, random stuff that's like, is this destructive? Sure, but like you had already discarded this television, so like I'm breaking something that was already garbage.
Yeah, the whole thing just it really, really irritates me. Like, it irritated me before I was impacted by it, right? And
Yeah.
the simple fact of the matter is, it's probably never ever going to happen here again, right?
Yeah.
It was a one-time thing. People park their cars out and leave their cars out all the time. He was driving the specific kind of car that everybody wants to steal nowadays, right?
Yep.
And that's all it was. They just happened to be driving by. Someone saw it. They decided to try to jump and do something. And but still, it bothers the shit out of me. Every single time a car comes by that's loud, like their car was, I'm looking at all my cameras. If I sit in the garage and smoke a cigar now, I always have my iPad in there with all my cameras pulled up. That's just kind of where I'm at right now, you know? And even though I know, you know, intellectually, I know that it's not going to be an issue. Like, it's a safe neighborhood. Nothing's going to happen. But it's still, it's impacting my everyday life, and it fucking sucks.
Yeah, and like the conversation that I'd really like to have that we probably won't have, and we'll just move on and get mad about something else, is like, what can we as like common citizens do to like make change on this and to make things better? Because like that's really what it needs to take. And like some of this is accountability for these people, and then some of it is like, how do we set up these networks and systems and people so that like again, there is that cohesive network of people who can step in and say, oh, I see this car, and like now like we can prevent this, right?
Yeah. So my initial thought is redacted. But you know, it's funny that you bring that up, because you know, I had a meeting with my therapist like the following week, like a couple days after this, and we had a conversation about that, and I kind of had an epiphany. The thing I find about going to see a therapist is he helps to some degree, don't get me wrong, but I come up with all these other things on my own, which I think is kind of the idea, right? You have that back and forth, and then those things start to trigger. And the one thing that I felt was trying to take back some of that control and trying to get involved to help make sure this stuff doesn't happen, right? Which is what your question was. And so I started to get involved. I started reaching out to my neighbors. I you know, looked at like neighborhood organizations that we have, and you know, the neighborhood Facebook page and all of that. And I immediately reached out and started getting engaged and became somebody who could have those conversations and share those things and try to get groups together and whatever the case may be. And I haven't done as much for that as I want to, but that's what I'm trying to do to try to make a difference. How can we get together as a community, as a neighborhood, and help make sure that everybody is safe and taken care of, and that this kind of stuff doesn't happen. So I think that's the best that we can do. I think we have to start local, like super ultra local, like our neighborhood, and then we kind of build from there.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. Like it, and I think that is a good metaphor for all of this stuff. Like it all starts locally. Like people always go, "Oh, well, the big government's not doing nothing for me." Well, like it has to start with you and another person doing a thing, and then like it's all organic. Like yes, there are things at the top that discourage, or things at the top, like you said, like, okay, if these people get caught and they go, well, great, now we're just going to release you to your parents. You know, if your parents don't care that you're out here stealing cars, then that's not going to do much good. But like, got to start somewhere. Like it sounds like fatalistic in some ways, but it's like, if you make yourself slightly less of a target, people will move on. Right? Like that was kind of that story that we had a couple weeks ago about the guy who's like, yeah, like if they can't start your car because you got this little Bluetooth thing on it, they'll just move on because they're not. But like, that's what, like, honestly, and then we're going to move on because I'm sure old man Wiggum is like, wrap it up. But like, what really makes me frustrated is like, to do this stuff, to steal a car, to cut off a catalytic converter, these things take skill. So why are you not applying your skills to a trade that can allow you to be successful? And I understand that there's so many barriers as to why that's happening, but like that's the challenge here is like, I wish that there were somebody who could sit down with these people and say, look, like you're going to get in trouble for this, but when you're done, like you have skills, like, you know, like rehabilitate those skills, because it takes skills to do stuff like that. Like I couldn't cut off a catalytic converter. I wouldn't know the first way to start.
So I'm going to say this really quick, and then I'm going to spin the wheel. So they literally would have been in and out in under 2 minutes. So in 2 minutes of work, they made $200, $300. That's why they don't do it. That's why they don't get a regular job. That's why they don't go work at Wendy's. Because why am I going to slave away at a job for 2 days to make the amount of money that I can make in 2 minutes? And that's part of the problem too. Like, who are the people that are paying for this shit? So, all right, I'm spinning the wheel. I didn't mean to get that personal about all that, but it kind of seemed appropriate. Emily wants to make sure that we talk about Bitcoin, so we'll see how that works out. But first, we're gonna get mad too, but this is a sad story. What is Haskins? What are we talking about?
Are you sure you want us to talk about Bitcoin, Emily? I don't know that you do, but we're going to talk first about Dwayne Haskins. So Dwayne Haskins was hit and killed by a dump truck while trying to cross an interstate on foot in Florida, according to the Highway Patrol. The 24-year-old was known as a son, brother, husband, and teammate. Unfortunately, those descriptions are not what many used in remembering Haskins. Two prominent members of the media rushed to pass judgment on Haskins' playing career and lifestyle. Countless other internet trolls did the same, in some cases even making light of the situation. This situation made some wonder if we as a society have reached a very ugly place where empathy is a foreign concept and where we refuse to view professional athletes as human beings. Now, like, this story was very strange, right? Like, obviously unexpected. Like, you don't expect to hear about a 24-year-old getting hit by a dump truck, right? Like, you don't expect to hear this stuff. But like, to see how people like dragged this dude in the media, like, it was like I was like, this is not necessary. Now, again, like, I will own myself, right? So as he bounced around the league, and like, there was the one time that like Ben Roethlisberger got injured or got COVID or something. Like, I'm pretty sure I sent you the Barney Stinson meme where he's like sitting on his couch with his phone going, huh? And I'm like, that's Dwayne Haskins in the strip club realizing he might have to play this week, right? But like, that's a different story to like make a joke about a dude that might have to play, instead of being like, oh, well, had he listened to me and not come out of college early, he might not be dead. What? Like,
yeah.
I listened to one of these interviews, and this dude literally was like, well, if he'd have stayed in college, he might have been smarter. What?
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with you being dead. Like, nothing in this case. Now, you know, I have my own like thoughts and theories about this situation that are not relevant to this situation. But like, again, Dwayne Haskins came out in previous interviews and admitted that he had struggles with the crew that he rolled with and like having insecurities and things like that. How do we know that, you know, he wasn't facing mental health challenges, right? But you gonna come out here and drag this man. Like, it's just unacceptable to me that people do this and get away with it in this day and age.
Well, we can't cancel people, B. Cancel culture is the devil, according to the Red Scare people. I want to go back to one of the first things you said, which I think was part of the article here, that people lack empathy and refuse to see athletes as human beings. At least that's what I wrote down. I think that's close to what the quote was. I mean, I would just echo back to what we just talked about, right? It's just a general lack of empathy throughout this entire country and probably the world, but we'll focus on the country, where people just don't think about, don't care about, don't have any regard for anybody other than themselves, and maybe a couple people that surround them. But we are an incredibly selfish country, and so this permeates so many of the different things. There's another sports story we might touch on where it's the same kind of thing, right? Looking at an athlete and just thinking about them as less than yourself. And then you can say whatever you want, however you want. Like, I'll be honest, when I read this story, my first thought was, how the fuck did a 24-year-old kid die? Right? And I want to know what's going on. And then you find out that he got hit by a dump truck, which outside of this context is kind of funny. You get hit by a dump truck. But why the fuck is he on the interstate? Like, I have all these questions, but that has nothing to do with the fact that maybe he came out of college early and, you know, he shouldn't have, whatever. You know, he wasn't as successful as a quarterback. Who the fuck cares? You know, maybe he had trouble with some of the people he was hanging around with. I don't give a fuck, right? Like, none of that has anything to do with the fact that, hey, a dude is fucking dead. Like, somebody who dude shouldn't be dead at 24 years old. Like, that's a problem. We should be mourning that. Have some empathy, right? Like, if someone in your life who is 24 years old, fuck, if they were 48 years old and they died, you're going to feel pretty fucking horrible, right? You sure as shit don't go out there running your mouth that, oh, well, you know what? He made bad choices and he wasn't a good quarterback anyway. Like fucking Adam Schefter. You know, he was a great college quarterback, but he really struggled in the pros. Who the fuck cares? What does that have to do with saying, hey, this guy died? I'm making sure that you're aware, right? It's just stupid, stupid shit.
Like, keep it factual. You can be like, hey, Dwayne Haskins was X number pick in the NFL draft. That is a factual thing that happened, period. You don't have to be like, well, he was a number 1 pick, but then he didn't do well, and then he was at 3 places, and then, like, they fired him because I think, yeah, you know, like, don't need none of that. Like,
yeah,
we're just a...
And I just want to call out, I just want to call out the very obvious thing is we've got a young black man who was talked poorly about the 2 biggest names, 2 old white guys. Yep. Just throwing it out there.
Well, I was going to say, Des Bryant came out with a video where he was, like, very mad about this.
He should
like,
be.
It, like, got put in, I somehow saw it in my timeline, but, like, he was real mad. But, like, it's that whole thing. It's like, and when I sent you the video, I was like, what is this? And you basically were like, you know, it's an old white dude who tried to tell a young black dude how to live his life, and then he decided to do something else, and the old white dude's like, see, if you lived life the way that I told you, like...
It ain't your fucking life, Gilbrandt. Leave it the fuck alone.
Right.
Like,
but
what you say doesn't fucking matter. People are going to live their lives the way they want. Trust me, we have conversations, and there's times I look at the way certain people are doing certain things, like, dude, you're a fucking idiot. You've got $20 million and you're off doing X, Y, and Z. Why not use your head and do A, B, and C instead? It ain't my life either. You know, they're going to do what they want to do. And are they stupid things to do? Maybe they are. Maybe they're not. I don't know. But it's their life. They have to live with those repercussions. As long as they're not breaking rule number 1 and, you know, impacting other people's lives, do what makes you happy, man.
Yeah. Well, you know, we will officially say RIP to Dwayne, you know, wish the best for his family, and we will retire the Barney Stinson for now.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad.
It is.
Old Man Wiggum brought up, not to steal any thunder from Dwayne Haskins, but Gilbert Godfrey died today as well. That's pretty sad.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, that one hit me pretty hard. Like, not that I was a huge, not like I watched his stand-up or anything like that, but he's such an iconic voice in a lot of the movies and stuff throughout my whole childhood. Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I'm spinning the wheel.
Spin it.
Apparently, California wants to do something with the work week. You know I want to talk about this, B.
I know you do. And I picked out the one thing that's going to make you the happiest man ever.
I know. I saw it in the notes.
All right, a proposed California bill could make California the first state in the nation to reduce its work week to 4 days for a large number of workers. The bill would change the definition of a work week from 40 hours to 32 hours for companies with more than 500 employees. A full work day would remain at 8 hours. Employees would be required to be provided overtime pay if they work longer than 4 full days. Another crucial thing, and honestly, the first thing that I said to Sconzi when he sent me this was, okay, that company is going to say, well, now that you're only working 32 hours, you only get 80% of your pay. But the bill would prohibit employers from reducing an employee's regular rate of pay as a result of the reduced hourly work week requirement. Now, there are some exceptions, such as unions. And so that we can give you a fully rounded picture of this, supporters, such as Sconzi, say that a 4-day work week would lead to an increase in productivity and profits, and they would point to case studies already underway in Iceland and at companies such as Kickstarter. Opponents, such as, you know, probably people redacted, would say that a 4-day work week would stunt job growth in the state and could create untenable conditions for employers. The California Chamber of Commerce included this bill in its job killer list, writing that it would significantly increase labor cost, expose employers to litigation, and impose requirements that are, quote, impossible to comply with. So, Sconzi, what is your rebuttal to that large statement there by the California Department of Commerce or whatever it was? I closed the window, so now I don't...
They fucking suck. I mean, They fucking suck. And just for those in the cheap seats, they fucking suck. So I am very passionate about this. And where my passion comes from is the fact that all of us pretty much work just to stay alive, right? And that's not to say some people don't love what they do, and that's great. But the fact that we spend as much time as we do just living, just making the money that we can afford to live, right? So I can afford to feed myself and have a roof over my head, drives me nuts. It seems like just looking at things outside of the capitalistic view, right? Just looking at things as a human being, as a living being trying to, make it through my existence. Like, this shouldn't be what life is. Life shouldn't be the grind the way that it is, right? And then it's become this way over time, right? Like the 5-day, 40-hour work week wasn't standard. Like a long time ago, that changed in large part because of unions. And this is just kind of where we're at, right? So the fact that these people are jumping up and down that, oh my God, this is going to end the world. No, it fucking ain't going to end the world, right? Because all you do is you just keep taking a little bit. Like, how many people have a job right now where you've got a list of, these are your job duties, this is what you were hired to do. How many of you do exactly what's on that list and nothing more? Fucking nobody does. Because there's, here's something else that you can help us with because you're really smart. Or, hey, here's something that you can do because it's development. It's going to help you, grow in the company. And here's something else you can do because that other guy left the job and now we need someone to help out with, right? And how many of us get extra money because of that? Not a goddamn one of us. So the thing is that business will abuse the hell out of it, right? And then they don't want to give anything up. So of course the Chamber of Commerce, I think it was, is going to pitch a fucking fit because they've got their cake and they're eating it too, and they're eating it in front of you, and they're recording it and sending it to you at home so you can watch at home when they're eating the fucking cake while you're sitting at home. You can't pay for your groceries. That's what this is. Right? And
to be fair, they're recording you at home working for them.
Well, they're doing that too. So I think this is a great start, right? I think it makes sense. I think that this is going to help in a lot of different ways. Now, I know there's going to be some people who are looking at this going, I can barely get my work done in my 60-hour work week. I get that. That's probably not the fault of you and your work ethic. It's the fact that you're being asked to do way too goddamn much to begin with, right? This is something that no matter if this were to ever go into fruition, right? If anything like this were to ever happen, it's going to shake the shit out of the foundation of the kind of the work environment, the capitalistic, environment that we find ourselves in. I understand that. But looking at things outside of that lens, I just think that this is something that is so beneficial, right? We've talked ad nauseum about this whole great what is it? Not recession, great resignation. Thank you. Where people are just, these last couple of years, people are like, let me live my goddamn life. I'm tired of this corporate drag. I'm tired of, just answering to the man every single day. I want to be able to chase my passions. I want to be able to find things that I love and do that. I want to be able to spend more time with my family. You hear shit like your boss isn't going to be, you can't get your time back with your kids or whatever. There's 9 million of those different sayings, and they're true, right? Like if I had an extra day a week, I could probably go visit my family a hell of a lot more because it's grueling. I'm in the car for like 4 hours a goddamn day, getting there and getting back. It's tough to do that and then still find time to just relax and enjoy my time off. If I had an extra day, I might be able to do that. Imagine if you didn't have to take time off from your job to go to the goddamn doctor, for Christ's sake. Like, there's so many things that would benefit people, but of course they're going to get, fought tooth and nail by business, which, they're the ones that pay for all the politicians who make the rules. So, that's all part of it too. But I am excited about this. I think it's great. I believe in it. I think that it's an important thing. I think it would help a lot of people live a more fulfilling life. I don't have any hope that this kind of thing is going to go through or that it's going to go through like nationwide, but I think it's an important thing, and I think it's a step in the right direction.
I I'm very curious about some of the details on this, right? Like you think of stuff like the food industry and the service industry and some of that. Like, is that still going to run 7 days a week? Because a lot of those people aren't full time anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it really would change some social expectations, right? Because right now, the social expectation is that everybody is on. Like, there's a joke that always gets forwarded around that's like in some countries, when somebody puts their out of office on, it's like, hey, I'm out of office for the summer. Try emailing again in September. And it's like in America, hey, I'm having kidney surgery, but be sure to, send me an SMS on my cell and I'll message you back as soon as I can.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like we have a very unhealthy culture with work. And reducing the work week in theory would hopefully help with that. Probably not, because then people would feel that crunch, right, to get stuff done in 32 hours versus 40. But then again, I think that is also like the business has to evaluate things that I think when they say, oh, that creates untenable conditions, that's code for, hey, you might have to hire more people to do things because you can't just tell, Jenny that she's got to work late again and miss her kid's recital again because you've got to enter these spreadsheets or whatever, right? Like you're gonna have to plan different ways to get the work done.
I
Like,
mean, if you think I'm going to shed a single solitary goddamn tear for businesses that have undercut their employees time and time and time again, for people who, perpetrate wage inequities constantly. Let's not even get started on, women being paid so much less than men. They throw extra duties on people. They force people into, not using time off because we need you in the office or whatever. We've also got this whole fight around, well, there's a labor shortage because you want to pay someone $12 a fucking hour to do grueling backbreaking work. That's not a labor shortage. That's a you not paying enough shortage. That's what the problem is, right? So if you think I care at all about these businesses that have been, raking us over the coals for years, I don't. Like, I just don't. I have no sympathy there whatsoever.
is this us as a people finally taking the Zeke Elliott feed me of the week for ourselves?
Honestly, there's some of that. There is. And I think that's why you're starting to see these unionization efforts starting to succeed, right? There was the one in New York that was on our run sheet last week that we didn't get to, where an Amazon warehouse unionized. There's a couple different Starbucks that are doing that. And you're seeing these people who are fighting back, right? Like they're tired of these working conditions the way that they are, and they want to make sure that they're represented and that they have an equal say. And it's starting to take off. Now, I don't know that it's ever going to turn into anything wholesale, right? And again, our government is bought and paid for, and they're bought and paid for by corporations who are going to fight against this. So there's, if anything were to happen, it would be pretty miraculous. But at least this is a conversation that's happening. I've had this conversation with my own boss, and I think that it's important that we're having those conversations.
Yeah, I mean, we're taking inches when companies and businesses are taking miles, but we should take back every inch that we can get. And I am kind of sad that we didn't play the drop. But I suppose it's probably time to move along, isn't it?
I mean, it is. Or do we want to touch on I know Emily really wants Bitcoin, or do we hold off and, we're not getting together this weekend. We can't do the extra time this weekend. Let's do Bitcoin for Emily.
Okay.
Emily's one of our patrons. Patrons get, special benefits around here. So if we go a little long, that's okay. We got to do Bitcoin for Emily.
All right. So, Emily, sorry, but we are going to talk about Sconzi's favorite person, Mr. Aaron Rodgers. So, an estimated 25,000 people attended the Bitcoin 2022 conference in South Beach, Miami, to learn more about cryptocurrency and to network with individuals discussing the future of Bitcoin. NFL stars Aaron Rodgers and Odell Beckham Jr., along with tennis legend Serena Williams, were three prominent figures who discussed the future of cryptocurrency at the conference. Rodgers discussed Bitcoin as a defense against the Federal Reserve in recent record-high inflation. Rodgers says the Fed keeps printing trillions of dollars, and the best defense against inflation, I believe, is Bitcoin. So Rogers basically is saying that he is betting big on Bitcoin and he is looking forward to seeing how it grows. Now, Sconzi, I will admit, I don't know a whole lot about Bitcoin, right? Like, but I feel like it's a very volatile currency, number one.
Yep.
Number two, money is money. Like, it's always going to be regulated in some way by money, right? So, like, I guess I'm having a difficult time understanding how people are like, yeah, this is going to protect me from inflation, right? Like, it's kind of like how the US says, okay, so now your peso or your Canadian dollar or your euro now means this much in American dollars. So you're just going to do the same thing to Bitcoin.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Because in the end, you can't use Bitcoin to do a whole hell of a lot, right? That's part of the thing. And I think that's what these people are trying to push for, is they want to be able to go to Burger King and use their Bitcoin to buy a Big Mac. No, a Whopper. Buy the Big Mac at McDonald's. You'd think as someone as fat as I am, I wouldn't get that wrong. But the so that's kind of what they're pushing for. They want to decentralize the banking industry. They want to separate it from the dollar, which Aaron Rodgers, there was a quote like the Federal Reserve just prints a bunch of money and now all of a sudden inflation and blah 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 blah. Let's not get started on inflation again. But to your point, it's a currency that is incredibly volatile. Like, it shoots up, it shoots down, and so part of the problem is these I'm going to use the word geniuses, because Aaron Rodgers is a doctor and now he's a banker. So clearly the guy is next level fucking genius. They can't get their story straight, right? Like, they talk about being a great investment. You can buy Bitcoin, it's going to go up, you're going to make a lot of money. But then they also they go back and they say, and it's more stable than the US dollar. You can't have both those. Those they don't exist in a vacuum, right? So if you had gotten in early on Bitcoin, or if you get in now and it continues to go up, sure, maybe you'll make money. But it's just like stock. That's all you're doing, is you're buying stock. Part of the problem with cryptocurrency is that it can, especially some of the lower ones, like the ones that aren't as well known as Bitcoin or as big as Bitcoin, a lot of them can be influenced very, very easily by the internet. Dogecoin is a really good example, right? They call it the meme coin. It's the meme of that fucking dog face. And for a while, a year or so ago, people were just pumping it everywhere you looked online. They're talking about Dogecoin. You got to do Dogecoin. You got to do this. You got to do that. They're manipulating the market, right? It was trading for like, and these numbers aren't going to be exact, but like 0.005 cents or something. And then it started to go up, and it shot up to like 80 cents or some shit. So these people that bought in at super cheap, and then they used the social media marketing to jack the price up, they all sold out, make a mint, and everybody else who bought in crashed and they lost money, right? Same with that Wall Street Bets thing with GameStop stock, right? They all bought in, they jacked it all up, and then they all sold off, and everybody else had to hold the bag. And that's kind of what this is, right? And Emily had mentioned earlier that she watched a documentary about, some of the scams around that. That's what a lot of this is. You see it in the streaming world, where a lot of these streamers like pump and dump stocks, basically. They pump up this cryptocurrency or these NFTs, and then they bail out and they make a shit ton of money, and then everybody else that bought in afterwards to fund them making all their money, they get left holding the bag. So is there some real world possible use for all of this? Yeah, I think there probably is. I think the idea behind the decentralized currency like Bitcoin and Ethereum and all of that, I think that makes sense. I bought Bitcoin like 10 years ago because I thought it was cool. I loved the idea of using it. I paid $20 for some Bitcoin before anybody knew what the fuck Bitcoin was. And I sold it a couple of years ago and I made like $500 or something. If I had kept it, it probably would have been worth $2-3 grand. Great. But all it is a gamble. It's just like stock, right? I could have bought Apple stock 10 years ago and it would have been worth X number amount now. That's basically what it is. So the problem is that we've got people who are pushing this either because it's a pump and dump, they're trying to get rich, or because they like the technology behind it. But a lot of times these people, like Aaron fucking Rodgers, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And so they talk out both sides of their mouth and they don't make any sense. Hopefully
cool.
I made sense.
Well, are you ready to move on to things that don't talk?
Let's do it, B.
Or at least they shouldn't, but
well,
you
we'll
never
see.
know.
So what time is it?
It's time for Random Rankings.
I gotta be honest, I don't know about this one, B. I love the idea, but I don't know who 90% of these people are.
Neither do I, but we're going to have fun together because you had asked for more brackets.
I do like the brackets,
I
yeah.
decided that we were going to take the idea of Southside Sox, who had kids, evaluate who the top mascots are in Major League Baseball. Sconzi and I, instead of, because two dudes who don't have children, at least we don't know that Sconzi has children, we thought that we would give this a try. So what we did is I went to some random bracket generation site and I put together a bracket and I said, here are all of the mascots. There are only 27 MLB teams with mascots because the Yankees, Angels, and Dodgers are all fighting over the dollar bill as their mascot. So that doesn't count. But, we put the 27 in a bracket. We hit random a couple times, and we are going to decide who is the best mascot. And what do we mean by the best? We don't know.
We have no
We're
idea.
just going to make it up as we go. So it might be who looks the best, who's funny, or spoiler, I'm going to root against every single mascot that's not wearing pants. So
I feel like I need to pull these up and like switch the thing around. I don't even know.
Yeah, if you use the Southside Sox article, there are pictures of each of these as.
Oh, that's what I need then. Okay.
Yeah, as they talk about it, there's pictures of each of them.
All right. Here's the link. Open. All right. So let me see if this is going to show the right screen. Nope.
And the fun part about this is we can also read the child's snarky commentary as we.
All right, here we go. So we are going to start off. Do we have to? Oh, we're going to have to search through to find all these, I guess. Okay. So number one, we've got Lucille. I love the name. They win automatically.
Pretty cool. Can't lie.
And Stomper, the elephant. I don't know, B. What are you thinking?
Oh. Okay, I like the elephant, but Lucille just looks kind of cool. Plus, the name is pretty awesome compared to like Stomper. So
yeah, I'm giving it to Lucille as well. The name sells it for me. The name sells it.
Yeah, Lucille.
I need to minimize this so I can see chat's thoughts. Old Man Wiggum liked the A's. That's a tough one. I agree.
That was a good one. Yeah, that's a tough one.
Slugger in Kansas City. How come his head is a crown? It's not like he's wearing a crown. His head is a crown. That's just weird. I'm sorry. Mariner Moose. I like that he's doing a flip in the picture. He looks like cute and he would be funny.
To be fair, Mariner Moose is not. Wait, no, Mariner Moose is wearing shorts. Okay.
He's wearing shorts.
I can vote for Mariner Moose because he's wearing shorts.
Is that who you're going for, the Moose?
Going with Mariner Moose.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Moose has to get it on this one.
I mean, look at those shorts. Those are amazing shorts.
Those are pretty cool shorts. All right, we're looking at Raymond, Tampa Bay Rays. He looks funny and chubby. He's also really blue. I mean, all of that is true. I don't know that he's chubby, but yeah, he does not have pants on, B.
He kind of looks like a warlock or something. Like
he kind of does.
That's like
is he wearing? He's wearing a mask. He's wearing a mask. That's interesting.
Oh, is he? Okay, gotcha.
And then Southpaw. Southpaw does not have a picture.
Southpaw.
Go back up.
Let's see.
Southpaw. Here's Southpaw. This little green guy. I'm sorry. He looks dumb.
Southpaw. Am I missing Southpaw?
No, he's right here. It's pretty small.
Okay.
I'm going with Raymond. I like Raymond.
I like Southpaw, but
boring. Of course, he's wearing pants, and I'm pretty sure that Raymond wasn't wearing pants.
Let me go back to Raymond because Southpaw does look kind of boring.
All right, here's Raymond.
All right, I'll break my rule because Raymond just weird looking, but we'll go with Raymond.
I mean, he's wearing shoes, so that counts for something, right?
Right.
All right, we're gonna look for the swinging friar, who automatically gets a vote for me. It doesn't matter who he's against. Oh wait, actually,
he's going because he's wearing a robe.
No, I don't know. I just kind of like the friar, but actually, he's got to lose to the Philly Fanatic, right?
Philly Fanatic, yeah.
You can't beat the Fanatic.
Dude, the Philly Fanatic.
The Fanatic
Yep,
moves
easy.
on, I think. Yeah.
That's easy.
Do we have to vote for the Cubs one, or can we just vote against them? Can we just?
I mean, we got to do it just for fun, so that we can make fun of Clark the Cubs.
All right, Clark the Cub with no pants.
No pants.
No
Backwards
pants,
hat,
shoes.
no pants.
No,
Clark the Cub is literally. Oh no. Oh, Poochie the dog from Simpsons.
I don't know what that means. I agree with you, Wig. That's like pretty much the only one the Friar would lose to. That was a bad matchup. And then we got Ranger Captain.
What? Oh no!
I think we got to vote for the stupid Cubs guy. Because this horse looks dumb. He looks like Elf. Anybody remember Elf from the 80s? He looks like Elf.
Ranger Captain. Oh, what? No, he looks like not the baby from
He does looks like him too, yeah.
Dinosaurs. Not the baby.
All right, well, I mean, if you're gonna compare him to those two,
we're voting for not the baby.
All right, so now let's go ahead and we're gonna finish out this bracket. So we're gonna go with this guy, Rangers Captain. And he is facing off against whoever the fuck Slider is. What is Slider? Creepy, ugly, and I don't like that it has no mouth and too hairy. I agree with everything this says. And what's with the tiny ass little, like the mask is 4 times bigger than the baseball cap. I got to go with that stupid horse again.
We're going to go with not the baby again.
Yeah, like that's just dumb.
Not the baby. I'm sure I'm like the only one who remembers this show.
All right. We've got, where's Screech? Screech from the Washington Nationals. Oh my God, that is creepy as hell. He is not beating the Philly Fanatic. Philly Fanatic, 100%. This thing is the weirdest looking son of a bitch ever.
Why is his head so big?
I don't know. Can I just move the Fanatic on? Can we just move on with that?
Yes, I will continue laughing and you can move the Philly Fanatic forward.
And should we move the Fanatic ahead of the horse? Fanatic's got to beat the not the mama elf horse.
Yeah, we got to do
all right.
The Fanatic. That's fine.
All right, now we're back up to the top of the bracket. We got the Mariner Moose, maybe.
Mariner Moose,
the guy with the cool Aloha shorts there.
And his cool shorts.
And he is facing off against weird ass Raymond. Oh, you know, I kind of want to go Raymond. What do you think, B? Emily's in on the moose. I mean, you can't go wrong with that moose. Those shorts are killer. But I just think the moose is a little bit boring for me. And I kind of like that Raymond's a little weird. Although I kind of want to see what Raymond, the mascot, looks like without a mask. Dude, he's got like a giant ass 80s mustache. Look at that thing. I like him even more now.
Why is Sconzi muted?
Oh, did I mute myself? Sorry.
You did. And I thought I muted you, but
no, I've been talking the whole time. So so we got Raymond against the Mariner Moose. Or yeah. I'm going to go Raymond.
Okay. What? So tell me why.
Because he's got a big 80s mustache. And he's, you know, the moose is kind of boring.
I'm gonna go with Mariner Moose. We'll let the chat decide. That was a very not chat centric.
Well, we talked for a while, and there's only one person that responded. So Emily wins, and it is Mariner Moose.
All right.
We've got Lucille against Bernie Brewer. Do we just move Bernie all the way to the end? Because we're not gonna pick anybody else over him.
Well, because the kids didn't like Bernie, right?
The kids are stupid. Like, who cares what the kids say? They're almost as dumb as Republicans.
All right, let's look at Lucille again. So Lucille is kind of hype, right?
Lucille. Where's Lucille? Here's Lucille.
So Bernie Brewer.
I kind of like the shades in the backwards hat, to be fair.
Right? All
right, let's look at Bernie for those who aren't as familiar. Here's Bernie.
Are you picking Bernie?
The giant ass mustache. He's got a giant slide. Dude, it's got to be Bernie.
All right, let's pick Bernie. It's fine.
All right, we got Bernie versus the Moose. It's got to be Bernie.
Yeah, Bernie. It's
all right. And then now is when shit gets real. Bernie Brewer, Philly Fanatic.
Philly Fanatic.
You think?
Yep.
All right, I agree. We're going to go with the Fanatic.
Like, the Philly Fanatic is just fun. And, like Philly Fanatic is totally, like, one of those old school, like, gonna mess with you kind of mascots.
That's fair. All right, so we're going to move on to the second half of the bracket. We're going to kind of move on because we're running way long. So this is pause for the Detroit Tigers. He looks like someone kicked him in the face.
He looks like Tony the Tiger.
Firebird doesn't show up at all. Then we got this Firebird from the Cardinals. Look at him. This looks like someone punched him in the face right before they took this picture. His eyes are big and his mouth is open. I can't vote for this guy. He's dumb. Look at what the kids said. Like, I know I said kids are stupid, but they said he's funny and chubby. Also, he looks kind of stupid. The kids are right. He looks kind of stupid. I'm voting for the Tiger.
He looks kind of stupid. I mean, Tiger's not wearing pants. Let's just point that out. But we're gonna
Neither
vote
is the
for
Cardinal.
Tiger anyway.
Neither is the Cardinal. Tiger's moving on. All right, we've got Ace from the Toronto Blue Jays. Again, no pants.
Nope.
That's weird. It's like he's looking into my soul, man. Minnesota. Oh, look at that bear. He's on a skateboard, bruh. Dude, skateboard bear gets it for me.
Yeah, Blue Jays mascot looks kind of creepy, even though it is wearing pants.
Yeah,
so we're going to go with TC Bear.
We got to go with the bear.
TC Bear.
Here's the Boston Monster, the green monster, which, you know, he's got shorts on.
Kind of looks like somebody that would like go in the Royal Rumble for Vince McMahon.
Yeah. His shoes match. Look, even his laces match his shorts. He's put together pretty well. I kind of like it. Okay. Let's see what Arizona brings. Arizona Baxter the Bobcat. That dude just looks cool, man.
Baxter
the Bobcat. Kids say, "Oh, okay, he's funny." Also, kind of weird. Let's see what they said about Boston. He looks like a dinosaur, but at the same time, green slime. I mean,
Baxter looks shredded in this photo.
He does.
Dude looks yoked. Whoa.
So what are we going with, B?
Let's go with Baxter.
Baxter, I'm with. Baltimore.
Did you know that a mid-inning tradition in Baltimore is "Thank God I'm a country boy"? That I was not expecting.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect that from Baltimore. All right, here's the Oreo guy. I like him. He's cool. He's so orange. I mean, they ain't lying. And there's kids right there, and they don't look scared of him. So I guess that's a good thing. And now we got Obit, the Astros guy. Whoa, look at this dude. I was all set to go with Baltimore, but I like the alien Astros guy.
He's using those little things on his head to bang on trash cans, so let's go with it.
Yeah. All right, Billy the Marlin. We know this guy's weird as shit looking. Look at this guy. Oh my God. The kids say, "Billy, you have a mascot named after you. He looks cute. Billy is your stepdad." That's funny. Okay. Homer the Brave is not a brave. He's creepy. I don't
Billy
like
the mask.
Yeah, I agree. The Marlin's creepy as hell, but we can't vote for this thing. Like, what is it?
No, we gotta vote for Billy.
No. We got the Gapper, Rosie Red, Mr. Red. They got 4 freaking mascots.
I mean, that's more. They have more mascots than they have people making over $1 million. Actually, that's not true because I think they like sold everybody and then they like gave Tommy Pham like $9 million.
The kids say, "Are they married? They look fun, like people I would like to meet. Looks like they're from the 1940s," which is kind of the Cincinnati Reds, really.
Right.
And then, of course, you got Mr. and Mrs. Met. Fun. I like them.
Well, I know what you're gonna vote here.
It says they're like the Reds people. Yeah, I'm voting for the Reds, as stupid as they are.
Reds people.
Personal vendetta.
Yeah.
All right, so we got the Reds people versus Billy the Marlin. I feel like I have to go for the Marlin.
Yeah.
Just because there's
Billy,
one mascot. I think it's cheating if you have more than one.
Right. Yeah.
We got to look up Dinger from Colorado, who's going against the Astro, which is a tough draw.
Well, I mean, Dinger is most notoriously known for that one time that somebody thought that he was being called by another name.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I'm still leaning Orbit the Astro, man.
He also kind of looks like the Duke Blue Devil, so I guess we're gonna go with the Astros mascot.
Dinger is a fun mascot. Wiggs is like completely against us on every one of these.
Shocked, not that shocked.
Oh, he says I still go Astros. Okay. Baxter the Bobcat, if you remember him, and the Bear from Minnesota, who I don't remember. Oh, Skateboard Bear. Yeah, Skateboard Bear.
Skateboard Bear.
Yeah. All right, and then we've got Paws.
I think we got to go with Skateboard Bear if it's Paws versus Skateboard Bear.
Well, we're not there yet.
Okay.
Paws from the Tiger guy. Oh, yeah, that's the one who looked like he's got punched in the face, but he only won because the Cardinal guy also got punched in the face. and then we got the Pirates. Ooh. I think I got to go with the Pirate, and here's why. I really am sad that the California Chicken wasn't in here. Because that's like quintessential mascot. And this guy kind of looks like the California Chicken. And besides, it doesn't matter because they're both going to lose to the Skateboard Bear.
All right, we'll do with the California Chicken guy.
All right, Chicken moves on. Actually, he's a parrot, but whatever. Skateboard Bear moves on. And then it's between the Astros, Orbit, the alien dude, and Billy the Marlin. That's easy. It's got to be the Astros guy, right?
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
All right, chat. Astros or Skateboard Bear?
Astros.
God, I don't want to. I want Skateboard Bear to win, but I think the Astro takes it. I think he's kind of cool. All right, here's the final. I think we let chat choose the final if there's enough people still hanging around for this. Because this
our podcast, man.
We've been agreeing on everything, so we need chat to weigh in. We got Astro, Orbit the Astro here. Oh, see, Emily was in on the Skateboard Bear too. So here's our Astro guy against pretty much the most famous mascot out there right now, the Philly Fanatic. He looks like the Boston Red Sox mascot, but furrier. His nose looks like broccoli, and he has funny shoes. All of a sudden, Old Man Wiggum's changing his vote. Philly is the winner. I have to agree. I think the Fanatic gets it.
Fanatic. Yeah. But really, though, did Skateboard Bear literally make the Final Four?
He did. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Skateboard Bear is great. I love Skateboard Bear. I don't even remember where it's from, but I want to go to a game there so I can high five Skateboard Bear. Minnesota. That's even close.
It is.
We should go.
And they have a nice public transportation system.
I'll drive.
And
I'm too fat for public transportation. All right, B, I'm going to hand it over because we're running long. Give us your extra point, my dude.
I literally have no extra point today. I concede my time because things have been hectic, and I basically spent my time thinking about putting together the podcast stuff this week, so I have literally 0 for my extra point. So thank you all for your ears and eyes and support, but that's all I got for you today. And sometimes, as a TikToker Lenny would say, let those negative thoughts fall out of your head, little human being, because you're doing the best that you can. That's a
pretty good message. Oddly, this is quite a reversal of fortune. I actually do have something to talk about. I had 2 different things, and I kind of went back and forth on which ones I wanted to go with. But Brian shared with me an article today, 2 articles actually, about around this Florida Don't Say Gay bill. And it really talked about how There are, I don't remember the number, 15 or 19 different states that are looking to enact similar regulations of some sort, or they have. And the reason I want to bring that up is because sometimes I think about this podcast, as much as I love to hang out, and I love hanging out and having time with Brian, and of course, all of you that are out there listening, and those who come, especially those who come and hang out live and chat. But sometimes I think about it, it's like all we're really doing is yelling into the void about stuff. And does it make a difference? Is it any good? Am I just getting pissed about stuff that I don't need to get pissed about? Whatever. But I think this is proof positive why we have to keep doing that. Not just us as in the podcast, but all of you who have passion about things, hopefully about good things. We have to keep doing that because the simple fact is the people who are, and I'm going to be, not lead with love here, but those assholes who have hatred in their heart, those assholes who are pushing this hate agenda, they're not going to stop. They're not going to go quiet into that dark night, right? They're going to keep yelling and screaming from the mountaintop, all of their hate and vitriol until all this shit just keeps going and getting worse and all these laws get passed. They're going to make sure that they're going to the school board meetings and screaming at people and having their agenda heard and having their hatred turned into some sort of regulation. They're going to keep spilling this hate towards our elected officials and making sure that elected officials who will say and do whatever these people want them to so that they can get elected because then they get rich and powerful and whatever the case may be. They're not going to stop. They're just not going to. And as much as it would be nice to say that we can silence them, we really can't. So what we need to do is we need to make sure that we keep being heard. We need to make sure that we keep fighting. And trust me, there are days when I am just tired. I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to think about all this hatred that's out there and all this bigotry, and I don't want to deal with it, but I feel like I almost have to. And that doesn't mean I don't take a break from time to time. I do. But we have to make sure that we keep charging forward, even when it feels like we're not making a difference, even when it feels like no one's listening, when it feels like the deck is stacked against us at every turn. We have to keep going, because if we don't, not only are all these laws going to get passed, but more laws are going to get passed and more laws beyond that. And this is just making life horrible for so many people in this country, people that we love and care about. And that shit just ain't okay, man. So we have to keep screaming. We have to keep fighting. We have to keep having our voice heard. And we're going to keep doing that on this podcast. I'm going to keep doing it in any way, shape, or form that I can. I don't care if, 2 people hear me over the rest of my life. I'm going to keep saying it loud and proud because, God damn it, we can't stand by and let this hate keep going unchecked. That's what I've got, B.
That is a very fair point. So, if you want to let us know how we're doing, you can find Sconzi on Twitter at Sconzi. You can find me on Twitter at LandmarkMKE. If you want to tell our podcast something, you find us AQ_PROD. We may reply to you like Andrew McCutcheon and say, mind your business. When he did that, I basically had the Will Smith scene from Fresh Prince where he would just go, mind your business. But we might talk about that later. But anyway, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for viewing. I really do recommend that you check out Lenny on TikTok because that is amazing. Having someone tell you that they love you so much is really nice, and there's a lot of very affirming vibes there. So I will tell you, loyal viewer, loyal listener, loyal person of this podcast, we love you so much, and bye!
Bye, everybody. And we out. Finally. That was a long podcast. But that's all right. It was a good podcast. Thank you all for hanging out. Those that did. Happy to have you here. B, thanks for everything. Appreciate your time.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if Apex covers your face as I load it up. It hasn't done that in a while, so probably not.
How's the quest for the best going?
Ranked is going pretty good. We've had some some pretty good games. We're up in gold again.
Okay.
So this is when things start to get a little bit on the rougher side, but yeah, we're still making progress, and that's the important thing.
Okay. Cool. Well, good luck,
Thank you.
Godspeed, and enjoy. So, programming note for those of you still in the chat: I will not be here next week, but Skanzi may or may not be here depending on Skanzi's schedule.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, we might skip podcasts next week. That's kind of where I'm leaning right now, but we'll see how things play out.
But as I said, I love you all so much. I really have enjoyed the positivity in my TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok can be all right sometimes.
Yeah. So I see that Apex is loaded, which that is my cue to go get some grapes and bid you all adieu.
Have a
So
good
I
night,
shall do
B.
that. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.
So, yeah, bye-bye. All right, let me switch over to the other Discord. Where are we at? There we go. The good news is you get to hear Z-dubs. Bad news is, Joe's here too.
That's right.
Did I just miss you? I didn't say you guys were in a match.
You literally just missed us. We
literally
just dropped.
I wanted to wait, but Joe's like, fuck, F that guy. We're
yeah.
not waiting.
I mean, if you had the stream on, you would have known that we were wrapping up, but
I told him you were wrapping up.
Oh, I see how Joe is. Okay.
I had to run over to Z-Dub's house real quick. No, I had to run over to Z-Dub's house real quick, ready up his controller, and make sure that we jumped ASAP.
Which is funny because I'm pretty sure Z-Dubs doesn't use a controller, but Joe.
Well, that should go to tell you how much was untrue there.
Connection to server timed out. Oh, great. Apparently didn't like me just hanging out here waiting for you.
It's okay. Me and Z-Dubs are going to drop. We're going to get tons of RP, and, we're going to wrap this up quick.
All right. Well, we're going to go check out some stuff. In the store, maybe. Oh, dang. Look at that skin. I'm gonna mute myself so they don't have to hear me while they're playing. But look at this skin, yo. I don't really use Revenant, but this is a cool skin. Old Man Wigs, by the way, I saw you say goodnight. I wasn't sure if you were sticking around or if you were taking off, but if you have not taken off and you are, have a good night. This is a super cool skin. This is kind of cool too, actually. Wow, that... Like, I don't know that I want to spend these coins for that.
2 kills,
That's
Joe.
really cool.
Very nice.
You guys done already? Or are you still going?
No, we're still going.
Okay.
We're fixing to catch these dubs, Skanzi.
We were trying to lose, but we just can't.
I don't know about that one.
It's just not in our DNA.
Oh, this
Joe?
is kind
We
of tight.
can't help ourselves.
I like that. Oh, you can purchase it with these tokens. Oh.
What are you running, Dubs?
Heavy.
Which Loba,
Heavy all
what
the
level
time.
Loba skin do I have?
I like to heavy all the
Loba,
time.
Loba. Like, I don't, that's an okay skin, but it's not amazing. Dude, if I can use legend points. So, these legend points, you can see I've got 404,000. So, like, might as well. If it's a cool skin, like this one is a cool skin.
Where's our guy at?
That's an easy one.
I got his thing.
I can
tight.
go try to revive him.
Again, I don't use her
I'll
that
come with
often,
you.
but
Let's
this
just
is a cool
stay
skin.
together here.
Yeah.
Bad things happen to ranked solo.
I wish they'd let me buy this with the legend tokens. That would be cool. That's a really cool skin. But I do have a cool skin for him. I got a werewolf skin.
I just want a hemlock.
I'll give you a hemlock.
Oh, snap.
I'll give you a boosted load. Or
Do we want to go back to the city and loot, or do we want to just move into the circle?
No, let's
Is there an enemy?
no.
I kind of
That's
want
a
to.
misclick,
You know
sorry.
what? I'm just going to drop a low. I'm just gonna drop in pubs quick on myself.
All
and
right.
Get a warm up in. Maybe I'll drop and get a warm up in.
Why is there no hemlock anywhere? I'd settle for a rampage at this point.
Wow, what's
Ask and
going
you
on
shall
here?
receive.
This is why nobody drops by
God knows
themselves.
what Daddy
'Cause
likes.
Clearly, you can't get into a game.
I need an optic if you see one.
Okay.
1x2 or 2x, either one.
hmm If you see a hemlock, let me know. I'm still looking.
All right.
I'm surprised that Old Man Wiggum had that Lenny link right off the bat. Is that the right Lenny? That's not the right Lenny. Sorry, Wiggs. I can find it though, because I'm the one who always sends it to P. There you go. It's good.
We
Very
are in
positive
the
stuff.
circle,
I'm a big fan.
and we're in the positive RP. Well, I think we are. I don't know.
And then there's this one. This one's super cool too. Make sure you
we're
check that
I'm
one out.
-9. You're probably in the positive though, 'cause you got 2 kills.
Yeah, I got 2 kills.
Oh,
That's
I think I hear people. Yeah, there's a crypto.
All right, I got into a game all by myself. All by myself.
They're pushing.
Ah, damn, they're right here.
Join me, fellow fighter. Fight strong.
Nice. One's down. Oh, you see that? You're right there. Sorry. Right there.
So if you're just
Oh, he's
jumping
up
in
top,
here,
Joe.
we're gonna
He dropped down.
drop.
He's right there.
We're gonna drop solo real quick.
other one's coming
'cause,
too?
Dubs and Joe are over there playing a game. So
Rick.
Fancy, did you like my commentary there?
yeah, great job.
Thanks. Appreciate
Chubbs
it.
Mutter
It was
69.
magical.
Okay. Are you guys still alive?
No, we're dead.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll drop right away and die.
All right.
Actually, I'm gonna drop right off the map. This is gonna be epic.
Oh boy.
That's great.
Do you want to change it over to ranked? There you go.
How we doing tonight, boys?
Good.
Yeah? Did you guys get some RP before I got on?
We got some negative RP.
Oh.
At least I did. Dubs got maybe a handful of RP.
Is that what I'm stepping into? Some negative RP tonight?
That's well. Now it's going to be positive. We're going to be RP positive.
I don't know. That last match, I lasted a total of about 4 seconds.
There's a joke or two in there.
Oh, no, trust me. That 4 seconds would be amazing. Hey, I just bought this Loba skin. You should check it out. It's pretty awesome. Huh?
Letting Mad Maggie off her leash.
Oh snap! Let's
Isn't
see
that
it, Skanzi.
It was right on there.
Oh, what the? What? I couldn't even see it.
Oh, I thought it would show you that I had hover over. No.
Huh. No, it just showed your bloodhound skin.
Oh, weird. Yeah, it had a skin in the store that you could buy with those legend tokens. I was like, well, why the hell not? I got 400,000 of those fuckers. Nope, you're not putting that on me.
I'm Jumpmaster. Woo bloody who, you hooligans.
Woo bloody who, she says.
Go in here. You lot, get behind.
Alright, one team dropped with us. They're going straight down though. Is it just us? There is one team landing over there. There's one team might be landing over here, but I think they're landing short. I'm gonna go to the other side, which is a really bad idea because I'll probably die. Ah. Might have heard somebody down here.
Okay.
I'm not seeing any, so I might have been hearing things. I could use all the light stuff.
Alright, I could use all the heavy stuff.
Except ammo. I'm pretty good on ammo.
I was literally just about to mark some.
Opening this hole. Watch out. Optics here. Close range. Car SSG here. Careful. New kill leader. Ha! James out of committee. Gotta help up here.
I'm looking for a mastiff. You see one you don't want or need.
Stiff mass.
That's what I'm all about. That stiff mass, baby. Oh shit, I don't have a grenade to plop that thing. Fuck.
We ought to go here.
All right, I'm down to negative 19 RP, so that's good.
Same.
Shift's right here.
Dubs and I have booked it.
Yeah, I'm trying to open this thing to see if I can find a stiff mass. So I'll probably head up there and maybe die.
R301 here. Looky here, lads. We're inside the ring. Level 3. Marking our surroundings.
Says that there's nobody on there, so we're going to take a look. Jesus, there's 2 or 3 mastiffs on here. this was a lousy freaking thing.
Care package on high.
Where did it drop, Joe? I don't see it. Somebody already
I
looted
don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
it. It was over here to the west. Somebody already looted it, so I think we should exercise caution.
That drop coming? I think I'm gonna try to get this drop. Might be a bad
Good
idea.
luck here.
Shit.
Quit pissing around. Move here.
Do you want to go into the city? Or is this already looted? Yeah, it looks already
I
looted.
think somebody landed there.
Alright, coming back. Alright, where are we going, boys?
I don't know. Do we have a thing for me to scan nearby? It doesn't look like it.
Go here. We've got violence to do.
I'm gonna go into this area over here. This little city.
Nightmare Central over there, huh? Feeling that confident, Joe?
There are some bins opened already.
Of course there are. There's always bins open over there.
I know.
Half the squad
Yeah, man.
still alive. Let's
the fuck?
Monopoly 'em the Salvonian way. Enemy
There are people all the way across on the hill. Oh, I hear Octane.
Yeah, I'm trying to get off this thing. They're in the building right next to us.
in the middle, are we? Recharging my shields, Cubby.
Bless me with sight.
One of them's cracked hard. So am I, though. Popping a Phoenix.
Deploying position. Another squad's joining the fight. Broke that enemy shield. Knuckle cluster out.
Oh, there's a team up top too, guys.
Up top, shooting down from like over
Yes. Yes.
here. Gotcha.
Someone's inside.
Marking our surroundings.
Someone's inside over here.
Juicing me shield.
Fixing my shit real quick.
Eat here.
Yeah, they're in.
I bathe in the blood.
Yo, I'm covering this door right here. Fuck around
Wow.
and find out. That's what that is.
Yup.
Joe, I'm still Skanzi. I'm covering that door behind you. Yeah, fuck around and find out, huh?
Enemy down. Launching me knuckle cluster.
Down. Enemy here. Piss 'em up.
They're outside. I'm down inside here.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
They're coming in this door.
Enemy here.
Right here.
Walk around and find out. Oh, behind you. Dang.
You guys jinxed me. I bet. Ah, damn.
Yeah, a little bit of negative. For me, at least. I don't know about you guys. Oh, +5. What?
There were like 10 people knocked.
There were.
Oh, we got top 10.
Ah.
Had blood on that came through that door though.
Dude, he got so lit up.
Melted.
He had no idea we were in there waiting for him. Which I don't know how you don't know.
Fate will be on our side, fellow fighter. One thing is certain.
You know, I was just thinking that it might be worth checking out Caustic for a couple of games, so I'm glad you're doing that.
You know what, Sconzi? I'm glad that you're glad that I'm doing that.
I don't know what that means.
It makes me
but
really
okay.
glad. I'm just full of gladness.
You're full of something, that's for sure.
Oh, snap. You're full of piss and vinegar tonight.
Maybe.
And by the most lives, I mean Caustic's
boy.
area.
Alright.
So we can sneak in the back door.
There's definitely one coming. They're going to the front. Oh my god, I almost fell off the edge.
Well, I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah, me too. P2020 life.
How do I open this door? Oh, there it is.
Are you guys going up the sneaky way?
Yeah, they're all gonna come out this door here.
Oh, this is like a secret lab.
They're all in here. Oh my god, they're everywhere.
What the fuck is this? It's like a secret lab?
Pretty much, yeah.
All
They're,
right, let's...
they're getting the good stuff.
Yep.
Oh, they're all by the door out there.
You are all so utterly predictable. Let's hope the results of this experiment are much less mundane.
They just set off your trap the other way.
Ah, damn! Oh, damn! I'm down.
There's multiple teams. It's a good use of your help.
Yeah, somebody's getting...
Wow, I couldn't close the door.
No, you can't close that one.
No, you. That's the only downside. You can't close those doors. Yeah, there's two teams fighting in here by me.
I don't know if you're able to get me. I don't know, it's kind of risky. Go ahead and try. Someone's getting somebody up out there. They're getting their guy up down there. Is there a shield in there, Sconzi, for me to grab? I'm gonna...
Level 1.
That's okay.
Recharging my shields, Guzzy. Healing up. Brings the distance closer than 60, Guzzy.
They're right here.
The drill. Being shot at. Down. Just minor one. Enemy here.
There's one right here
Yeah, there's one on me too.
on me. Nice try, boys.
Needs more effort from Joe.
I know.
Losing RP. Here you go, Joe. I'll show you my skin.
Oh snap! Looking like a tiger.
It's kind of cool. Especially basically for free. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, not bad for a free one. Basically free.
Basically free. May have cost me 10,000 legend points, but you know.
I will choose our location for battle. I say we land here.
Let's go for that minus 24, boys. Dude, I think nobody went there. Maybe one team. No, nobody went there. Shit. I guess we're going over. Yeah, we'll go over here.
Battle lies below.
Was still one in the ship, I think. Oh, looks like they might be going over there.
Charge rifle here. Hemlock here. First blood.
Oh, dude, it didn't finish. What the fuck?
All right, boys, wish me luck. I'm taking the zip.
I have completed the next ring. Trust your maps.
Yeah, there's definitely a possibility of people being this way.
R301 here.
I could use that.
Not if I take it first. Oh! Kenzie didn't appreciate my attempt at humor.
I didn't think it was that funny, really.
Wow.
Savage.
This is Sconzi's Savage stream tonight.
Apparently.
Hashtag leading with love.
Hey, you're the one that was talking shit, Z-Dubs. Don't be
Oh,
starting
damn.
on me, buddy.
Oh dang!
You can have that hot heavy there if you need it.
I don't want it. I don't want. If you touched it, I don't want it. Take it.
Oh dang!
Yeah.
I got one of these
Take
too.
it, Joe.
Phoenix kit here.
Filthy Phoenix kit. Nobody
I'm gonna
wants
get
it anyways.
Well, I didn't mark it for you anyway. It was for Joe.
I'm gonna get up here. I'll give Z-Dubs the scraps down there. You know.
I'm gonna touch everything.
I'm gonna
Ooh, somebody was up here.
say
I was.
something, but
Unless it was you.
since we're streaming, I'm gonna be respectful.
You respectful?
Respect.
Is there always a door down here? I don't remember this.
Yeah, I don't remember either. It kind of confused me. I was like, wait a second, can I actually go through here?
30 seconds remain. Safety is an arrow shot away. Shotgun ammo here.
Don't worry, Chad. Z-Dubs really loves me. He's just being funny tonight. Probably.
There's a ship over here,
I think.
and there's people I think shooting over this direction. Yeah, there's some shooting going on over there in the city.
Do we want to go?
I mean, I'm down for it. We need to get some other effing RP. So unless we want to rat it out,
Well, we can do that too. The ring is this direction.
Ring's closing and we ain't in it. If you want to die,
you could always go to this jump pad
we've got violence to do.
or this
Jump tower?
Jump tower.
I see nothing opened over here.
Where's Z-Dubs? Oh, he's coming. Yeah, we could head that way. I like
Yeah,
that
I can
idea.
definitely see somebody right there. We're going this way.
Yeah.
That right there might be a lifeline package in that little platform town thing.
Care package being delivered.
Anybody looking for anything?
Heavy mag. Heavy mag or a light mag for a car.
Dubs, you looking for anything? Good. I'm gonna take that as a no.
That means yes.
Sub Dub Z-Dub says
I
everything.
refuse to participate in the savage stream.
I don't know where you get that it's a savage stream. Just making stuff up now.
Yeah.
Based on your savage behavior towards me.
Shit,
don't-
what?
I
You
don't-
ain't even seen Savage, son.
I don't know if I like Z-Dub's tone right now. I
He
don't
does
know.
have a tone, doesn't he?
I don't know if I'm liking it.
I marked that for you, Dubs.
There's some shooting going on over there.
Yeah, that's where that lifeline
There's some
package
people
was
on the-
dropped.
Well, we know where the next circle is, so do we want to make our way into
Yeah,
here
might as well.
while they're fighting?
I need a sound that says "I love you, Z-Dubs." Maybe it's this one.
What's a little frostbite on my pepperonis?
That means "I love you, Z-Dubs."
Do not consent to the use of my trademarked and copyrighted voice without express written consent
Of Major
From the
League Baseball.
Z-Dubs.
Sue me.
From the Z-Dubs Corporation.
of Catch These Dubs LLC.
Oh, dang.
If you guys see a stiff
Any-
mass, I could use one.
Any violations will be dealt with by my angrier half.
See, no, that scares
AKA
me. That scares
Catch
me.
these fists, P-dubs.
I am fucking with P-Dubs.
I wouldn't.
I mean, I think I could take her.
Ha.
It just wouldn't be fun.
I'm not. Yeah, you're a tough guy, but I wouldn't take my chances against her.
Backpack here.
Oh yeah, there's a level 3 backpack.
I grabbed a mobile respawn,
Shit, you guys
so
already
someone
got
can
one,
grab
huh?
it off my body.
Hope right here.
We're gonna do some shit, huh? I'm with it. Nobody showed up in my scan.
There's 2 teams over there.
Still need a stiff mass.
Are they to the east?
They're to the south. So basically the direction you're facing.
There's
And
a
then there was a team to the southwest up in the city. So up this direction.
Where is the beacon that I'm seeing? Is it right there? Yeah. I kind of want to beacon it, but I also don't trust not getting my ass shot off. Oof.
They are Valkyrieing out.
Those things are about to launch. Eyes to the stars. Replicate it in
Got one of them a little bit.
I have none of them.
You want to swing over and see if I can get this beacon? I want a little
Yeah,
bit of
let's
cover
do
if
it.
I go.
I'm coming with you. GW, do you want to come here?
Oh shit, look at that. Stiff mass in this building.
Marking our surroundings.
Introducing a new variable.
Brush fingers. We are in the next ring.
The next ring. Trust your maps.
There's a crafter up top here, Dubs, if you want to craft some shields.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 2.
Dibs.
Gotta hop up here. Shatter gaps.
Could use a 1x optic.
Light mag here. Level 1.
Gas trap deployed.
Charge ray. Mastiff here.
In case anybody wants the stiff mass with me. Whatever that means.
I mean, I'll bring a stiff. I'll bring a mass stiff or a stiff mass or a
Extended light
mass
mag
stiff.
here. Level 2.
Anybody running energy?
To those who need it, there is
No.
an extended energy mag here. Level 3.
Another variable for the lab rats.
All right, boys, what's the play? Do we get some of that roof action? Do we stay inside? I mean, we do have caustic, so maybe it's better to stay inside.
I think there's a benefit
Up to
there.
you guys.
We are in the ring, but we're on just the outskirts of the ring. But the inside of the ring is pretty freaking empty.
Inside the ring.
Where is that? I'm trying to make sense of it. Oh, it's over there in the caverns. And then where we just came from.
Attention. Delivery care package.
Care package is dropping on top of us.
Package on its way. Sweet as.
Right over there.
Let's explore this way.
Hey Joe, what's that gun you got there?
Half the squads remain. We will fair now.
Hey Dubs, you want to head up and get a blue shield?
Yeah, I don't have enough crafting materials for.
Oh shit, yeah, neither do I.
Well,
Attention. Delivering replicator.
There's a replicator coming in.
and there's someone at the crafter, anyways.
Oh, there's people over here. Back down. Let's go back down.
Frag grenade set.
Back into the room.
Off here.
Frag grenade set. All father in sight.
Adding another gas trap.
They're popping some traps, so I think they want to come in.
No one hide from my drill.
That wasn't smart.
No one here.
They are across the way.
Mm-hmm.
Might be two teams
Might.
there.
Yeah, it is. Sounds like it.
Scanning the area.
Drill hasn't breathed.
They're coming in right here. This left door.
Arc star set.
I'm stop Ryan.
Scanning the area.
Delivering frag
I'm watching this door to the right.
Ah, god damn it. There's a trap up there if you want to shoot it.
I don't know where the fuck they are. Jesus Christ, what a disaster. Oh, yeah.
Well, hey, we got a top 10, boys.
It should get us close to not negative, but I think still negative.
Negative 14.
Yeah. We probably just need to be more aggressive, I think. I hate to say that because then we die and we lose 24, but
I mean, I like being aggressive.
I think it's calculated aggression, right?
Yeah.
Like in that one, I think we were fine with what we were doing, getting in the ring and, you know, getting some placement. But then once it got to the point where people were there, like it almost never ends well for us when we are in a building and people push us.
Yeah.
Or in a room in that case.
I agree. Skanzi, I am nominating you leader of the squad. So
that's scary.
You are in charge of the, you know, push it real good, don't push it real good.
Only if I can use the Z-dub sound, but I need prior written authorized approval.
You think you're tough? Try fighting in 6-inch heels.
I'm currently at the top of my game.
I need a backpack.
That's right.
I'll try to get us over here. Anybody else heading this way? Looks like one team. They might be dropping right in the high loot area though. Nope, they're still coming.
Let's see. I think we're good.
The team behind us, they dropping
one
early?
One team is it looks like they're dropping early, or they're going to the right side. They're either going down below or to the right side as of right now.
There's a team, it looks like they're right on us. Oh no, they're below. They're gonna push before too long though.
Yeah. They're in the middle.
I need light ammo.
Attention.
Oh, that's a problem because I ain't got enough.
They're here in the middle. They got gold armor.
Great.
Arm 301 here. A champion has fallen. It was our time. Extended heavy mag here. Level 3.
Coming.
What's the plan?
Coming. We can push the middle. There's I don't know how many people there are. There might only be one guy, but there's definitely somebody with gold armor.
It says no, but then there's something there, a Watson thing. I think.
He may have jumped off then.
Oh, it's a tick. That's what it was.
I hear him. I think they're over here.
You can scan in 5.
Yeah, they're over here.
Marking our surroundings.
No one hides from my drill. Chucking an axe down. Lobbing a frag.
Stand back, knuckle clusters firing.
Do we want to push?
Yeah, but give me 5 seconds to scan and then we can know where they're at. 2, 1, scanning.
Marking our surroundings.
Oh, they're all
there's
down
a full
below.
squad. They're pushing up too.
Not anymore.
I like it.
Oh, there's one up
they're on
top.
top. Grenade.
All right, how do we want to play it? Do we want to go where Z-Dubs is?
The one on top I knocked off.
Nice.
Nice work.
I'll scan again in 3.
Crack that guy's shield.
Trying to keep an eye on the back end over here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna push out over there and go towards the middle.
Scanning in 5.
Oh, frick. They're chucking grenades. They're chasing.
Gold shield, guys. Crack. Oh, I'm almost dead. Fucking A, dude. They did not miss a shot. Like, go fuck yourself. Who the fuck is this asshole?
God damn it. Fuck. Sorry.
Yeah, they're cheating. Doesn't matter.
This next match goes out to all me fans back on Salvo.
The ghosts of wind calls our victory.
Introducing your champion.
Well, that wasn't ideal.
Just perfect.
It was not ideal.
Study the land. Find out
What did we lose anyway? I didn't even pay attention. 24 probably.
Yeah. If you had any to lose.
Yeah, I was almost gold 3, so I'm losing the shit then. But such is life. Oh hey, it's me again. I don't want to do it. I'll let Joe do it. And we can yell at Joe for a bad drop.
That's right.
Real good.
Is anybody coming?
Yeah, there's 2, 3, 14 behind
Should I
us.
take it to the green area?
Green looks like it might be okay.
Pivoting to green?
Oh, great. Havoc. Amazing.
Already inside the ring, fellas. Next round's on me.
I could use that.
Backpack here. Level 2.
Car SMG here. Contact with target.
That's not true.
Ooh, I was getting all scared and ready.
I was marking too many things too fast. There's heavy ammo there.
Backpack
Gotta
here.
hop up here.
Level 2.
Info. I bloody want it.
Backpack here. Level 2.
All the level 2 backpacks.
You're very little kill leader.
Is that one of you guys jumping?
Yeah.
Well, which way we want to rotate?
Listen around. Move
Want to move to the city? There's all that stuff too. I think that's probably unlooted.
Get behind. Evo shield here. Level 2.
I need it.
Oh, someone's getting revived right by us.
Yep.
Eyes up, Barnett. Got a target over there.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 2.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 2.
Still no freaking optic.
Champion's got it. Enjoy Darwinism in action, mate.
Team over that way. Did it mark the fucking glass? Over that way.
Enemy spotted.
All right, which way do we want to go?
Well, there's people both ways. Could try to split the difference.
To strengthen our fight.
That works for me. We have a jump tower over here too.
It's true.
Good God, did they stop giving out optics or what?
Good faith.
I mean, I've got 3 of them in my inventory, so
Uh-huh.
just holding on to them. Hoping I can auction them off for an increased price later.
Barrel stabilizer here. Level 2.
I could use that.
Check it out. Care package coming in.
Alright, what are we thinking, boys? We're pretty much in the center. Bunker is like dead
Let's go
center.
this way.
Almost. But we know there's at least a couple teams over there and somebody just got revived that direction too. We shooting at someone?
The crate.
It's a misclick, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're cool. I feel like Dubs hates me. He's not talking.
It's no fighting, so there's really not much to say.
You could tell us, you know, a story in that beautiful voice of yours.
I don't have any good stories to tell.
Oh, you are so full of shit. That's fine. You don't have to talk, C-Dubs.
Could use some marksman
Oh
optics,
snap,
mates.
they're going to town over there.
Scrambling.
Over by the platform area? Or the town?
Wherever that is,
Oh,
yeah.
maybe the market.
Smoke that flyer.
Alright, let's play.
Drop over there.
To the old drop.
Be aware of the new kill leader.
Half the squads are left. Let's kill him before
Hey,
they
top
die.
10, we're only negative 14 RP. Ooh, there's people.
Enemy here. Pleasure to meet him. Pleasure to kill him.
There are people up here.
Oh, no, they know that we're here too.
Arcstar sent. Frag.
Drills tearing through.
We're gonna do it. Let's just push. Fuck it.
Trust in the order.
Whatever.
Jesus fucking Christ. One behind you to your right or your left. What the fuck, man? So you get matched up with these fucking assholes who are smurfing or cheating. Like, go fuck yourself.
been a rough go.
Heavy ammo here.
Well, the good news is I can only lose another 200 points, so try and look
Really
on the
look at the bright
positive
side.
side.
or the negative positive side.
Something, yeah.
This next match goes out to all me fans back on Salvo.
The old face and the new. I will use both to guide us.
Salvo leader Singer. This is your champion. You know what I look like. Come find me.
I will guide us to victory below.
Jump Master Fuse at your service.
We're just on different.
Scream. Make sure everyone can hear you.
Beauty of a view, eh? Let's rock and roll.
Let's see. We've got 2 squads, maybe 3 landing behind us. I think we're clear here.
Attention. First blood.
Evo shield here. Level 2. First blood. Someone's been a rascal. Next mission.
Someone's been a rascal.
Backpack here. Level 1.
You kill leaders got their way to the top. Respect.
Evo shield here. Level 2.
This is the death sentence.
Opening this hole. Watch out. Optics here.
Standard heavy
Close
mag
range.
here.
Optics here.
Level
Close
3.
range. Charge rifle here.
Oh, that's Maggie.
Devotion here.
Spotted an egg there.
Coming this way or still up top? Okay, cool.
Car SMG here.
Heads off. That's Maggie.
Is Joe on mute?
Nope. Oh, yeah, yes.
Oh crap, my bad. Yeah, there was fighting up there. It seems to be staying up there for now. My bad. I was like, oh, okay.
Close range.
Guess nobody wants to talk to me.
No, we were talking to you. You weren't talking to us, goddammit,
Yeah.
Joe.
There I was on mute.
Anyone looking for anything?
Did I just hear somebody drop on us?
You know, I think you might have. Where do you think it was?
I don't know. Right over here.
The ring is not closed. Marking our
Nothing showed up.
Extended heavy mag here.
Oh, look, it's a stiff mass.
Barrel stabilizer here. Level 2.
Tell me more about your stiff mass.
Oh, you gotta subscribe to Patreon for that.
Oh dang. $6.99 a month.
69, 420.
Oh dang.
Hang on a tick, I'm crafting.
That's that Elon number.
Mark
Nothing.
your surroundings. Crafting. One moment.
You kill leader out there. Wanna go get her.
Alright, we gotta get in the circle, boys.
Yep.
I'm gonna craft me this stock and then I'm oh crap.
Crafting. Do not bloody disturb.
Good lord. I am not crafting, I am running.
Charging my shields, cuzzy.
I had to drop down. They were freaking lighting me up, they almost killed me. Oh my god, there's somebody over here now too.
Close as you like, Max.
All Father, give me sight.
Healing up.
They're all on the zip.
Another buddy squad's attacking us. Broke that enemy shield. I'm down. Joker right here.
Gonna drill some sense into you. Marikaboo rolling. Nothing else, chum.
I knocked one.
Elbows in blood on syndicate soil. Get up.
Trust in the All Father. Scan the area.
Recharging my shields.
I cannot use my abilities.
Healing. Give me a sec.
Drill tearing through.
Shit.
Serving him a knuckle sandwich. Serving him a knuckle sandwich. See you, Sonic. Through. I'm down.
Whatever.
I'm going over here.
Have a minute.
Dang.
Oh frick.
Was it minus 24?
Yeah. True that.
Was it minus 14?
19, I think.
Oh, look at that. How nice.
Take what you can get. You out,
Yeah.
Dubs?
Yeah, that's gonna do it for me. It's 9:30.
All right,
Yeah,
have a
that's
good
gonna
night.
be it for me too, boys.
Oh,
Take care,
guys.
Joe.
I know. It's been a
Here's
crap
Swansea.
All right, have a good night, guys.
Thanks.
been a crap RP night, Scandy. It's been a real crap RP night.
Yeah, yeah.
The grind in gold is always a tough one,
Yeah, it is. It is.
but we can do it. We can do it because tomorrow's a new day,
That's right, except tomorrow's
know,
GTA Wednesday.
and Thursday's a new day.
That's right.
So, all right, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right, take it easy.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right, Chad, I'm going to run a couple solos and see if we can get lucky and get some points once Joe leaves my thing. There he goes. Well, shit. What are we going to use, chat?
I am with you. And you
Maybe Gibraltar?
we fight.
Caustic? Maybe,
See everything.
let's try Gibraltar. I think I'm gonna do one more. I think I'll do one more match and then I'm gonna shut down stream. Maybe I'll play one or two off stream. I gotta get to bed early. I didn't sleep well last night. And it has been a rough Apex night.
I'm the jump master.
Nope. Somebody else can have that honor. Also, I noticed during podcasts that I forgot to move my water bottle. That's where my water bottle sits each day for when I'm working. But I always try to move it out of the way or take it out to get washed before stream, and I forgot. that guy up there.
Rampage here.
Dibs.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown. R99 here.
We're not all in the ring. Check your position.
First blood? Man, I didn't know just passing out before even taking a sip.
To those who need it, there is an extended energy mag here. Level 2.
Lit? That's got my name written all over it.
Thank you.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 4.
Extended light mag here. Level 2.
I need it.
I missed the jump pad. What a dick. Yeah, I guess I'll take that.
The hunt begins. In just ahead.
Thanks a bunch.
Thank you. I will hunt for loot here. Medkit here.
All right. Well, let's see if we get a not minus 24. Hey? Wonder if I stole that from that guy.
Knockdown shield here. Level 2.
Barrel stabilizer here. Level 3.
Use that.
Attention. There is a
Uh,
I have an extended sniper mag here. Level 2.
New kill leader. Heads up.
I will hunt for loot over there.
I need a hop up. Dual shell.
Marking our surroundings.
Alrighty, we're still at that minus 24.
Shield battery here.
Dibs.
I need ammo. That should be good.
I will hunt for loot over there.
This is definitely, playing with randos, definitely a different speed than what we're used to. We're pretty methodical.
Some good news. We're in the next ring.
Some would say slow or boring. I'm going to say methodical. But a lot of people in rank just run. Look for the fight.
Someone traveled through here. Looking over there to strengthen our fight.
Attention. Delivering care package.
Hey, care package. I love these things.
Enemy over there.
I'm going to push this fight right now. If you want to join me,
Target over there.
Right on the fight right now.
Shit.
Marking our surroundings. Someone traveled through here.
I'm right in a fight right now, y'all. Right now. He's finished.
Battling the enemy.
A little bit frustrating. Like, if you're going to push by yourself, then don't scream at me. Hey, I'm in a fight. Of course you are. You ran into a fucking fight, bro. What do you expect to happen? You know?
Watch out, I'm opening this guy. Give me my shield to recharge.
Charging on my shields.
I'm taking fire.
Ah, shit.
Opening fire.
Fuck that up.
Bandit down.
Recharging my shield. Hostile right here.
Fox 3, jumping the pod.
Hey, Ellie, how you doing? That's our guy.
On that bandit.
Killed an enemy.
Hells yeah. That was badass. Reloading.
Reloading. Hostile spotted.
Reloading. Enemy out.
I'll go for on your victory.
Target spotted.
Marking our surroundings.
Frag out.
I'm taking fire. Continental Scottish shield. Reloading. Fight alone, die quick. Last of that enemy squad is finished.
Damn it.
Ah, dead.
I'm down.
I'm getting the fuck.
Hostile
Oh.
fire.
Damn. Nice try, nice try.
Oh, things are going all right. It's been a rough Apex night. We just keep losing RP. Maybe I'll run another one. Yeah, been a rough night. Lost almost 200 RP, so not great. Gotta get in some quality ratting. We tried to do some ratting, but didn't do a great job at it. All it takes, it's like gambling. All it takes is that one big win and you're golden. Just keep chasing that big win. We'll see. But we knew when we started to do the ranked, it was going to be a grind. It was last season when we ran ranked. So it wouldn't be easy. It's been pretty smooth sailing up till now, honestly. This is the first really rough night that we've had since we've been playing ranked this season. So, or this split specifically. So it was bound to happen. Seems like tonight's the night, but we'll be back at it Thursday night. It'll be all right. We'll get there. Well, you have to be okay being bad, which I'm not quite there yet. It's fun though. I enjoy it. That's the thing. You know, as much as I hate this game, I enjoy this game. It's a very rough duality to deal with. It seems like an iffy situation. Might be a quick minus 24 here. Hey, Matt. Kind of missed the random alternate swear words. Wait, what alternate swear words? What am I missing? Dude, there's a shit ton of people on us. that. I don't want that. I'm not gonna get a fucking thing in here, am I?
We have the benefit. We are inside the ring.
Attention. First blood. Wow, first blood. Imagine passing out before even taking a sip. What do you think is over here? It's go time.
There's a bunch of people over here. That's what's over here.
Bless me with sight.
Crack the bad dude's shield. Down that one.
Well, she's sitting there dead, and I missed every shot.
Reloading. Bogey's dead.
Marking our surroundings.
Yo, cracked an enemy shield. Ready, set, go!
Recharge.
Oh, no, 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 no. There's another squad. Charging on my shields.
Reloading.
Taking a moment to recharge my shields.
Charging on my shield.
Taking a moment to heal.
Taking fire! Charging shields. I need shields.
Scanning.
Let's check this quadrant.
Shots fired at me.
I'm going in.
Reloading. Mira, that was the last.
Recharging shields.
Healing. Ah, this is taking too long. Here,
Taking a moment to
Taking fire. Cracked Bogey's shield. Reloading.
I'm down. Someone else is over there.
Yeah. Yuck. Well, I got 2 assists, so we're only gonna lose 6 points, it looks like. Alternate swear words. I don't know what alternate swear words. I normally just say the regular swear words. Like fucking -6. I should stop while I'm ahead. I mean, stop while I'm behind before I go further behind. Grab a drink.
strong work. Havin. Let's have fun, friend.
I hit my monitor thing again. Whatever, something down here, like one of my cords is weird. And so I unplugged my monitor. Now my frickin' screen's over here instead of over here.
Introducing your champion. There's a thin
Ah,
between
fuck
life
me.
and death. You'll find me there.
I don't know what it is that does it. I don't know if it's a plug down. Oh, there it is. Oh my god. Aye, aye, aye. Alright, so now I can't see your chat because it's on the same screen that I need to play on, which is over here instead of over there. Which is freaking weird as hell. I wonder if I can change my... Whew, I changed it back. He's one. God damn it.
Crack the bad dude shield. Reloading.
My little comments. Yeah, you know, every now and then.
Hostile close. Hostile right here.
Fuck.
Lucky you, eh?
All right, that's it. I'm done. Thanks for hanging out, Ellie and Matthew and everybody else that was here tonight. I'm going to call it a night. This is clearly not the night for Apex because it's just shit. And I'm tired and I didn't sleep last night, so I'm going to sleep early tonight. Thank you for being here. If you weren't here earlier, the podcast that we did will be posted probably on Sunday. That seems to be the cadence that we're on, which is almost a week away, which is kind of weird, but that's when we kind of do that. We will be back tomorrow for GTA Wednesday. So it's a lot of fun. We run around, we do stupid stuff, we have a fun time. And then Thursday we'll play some more ranked Apex and hopefully do a hell of a lot better than we did tonight. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. I am going to head out. Have yourself a great night. Bye-bye, everybody. Definitely cow tipping.